Good morning to all. Today we are going to discuss about classification of database management system. Classification of database management system. These are mainly five types: hierarchical databases, network databases, relational databases, object-oriented databases, ER model databases. There are mainly five types: hierarchical databases, network databases, relational databases, object-oriented databases, ER model databases. First one is hierarchical databases. Hierarchical database system structure was developed by IBM in the early 1960s. Hierarchical database system was developed by IBM in the early 1960s. 1960s it was developed by the IBM. In this type of database, data gets stored in parent-child relationship model. Hierarchical means it represents the tree structure. It represents the tree structure. That means parent-child relationship. Root node is parent. Next level is child. Also, the records not only contain the data of it, but of their parent and child as well. Hierarchy, it is a tree-like structure. There are links attached between each record as a parent-child relationship. Hierarchical means it is nothing but it is a tree-like structure. There are links attached between each record as a parent-child relationship. That means root node is parent, the next level is child. That means one-to-many relationship exists. Data gets stored in the form of a collection of fields in which each field contains only one value. Each field contains only one value. That is, every individual record has only one parent, and a parent can have one or more than one children. Data gets stored in the form of collection of fields. Data is nothing but it is nothing but collection of fields. Each field contains only one value, that is atomic. Only one value. Every individual record has only one parent, and a parent can have only one or more than one children. That means one-to-many relationship. A children can have only one parent. A parent can have number of children. That is one-to-many relationship. To retrieve the data, we need to traverse each tree until we get the desired data. We need to traverse each tree. That means we can check level by level. We can check the data level by level. It is simple but inflexible due to the parent-child one-to-many relationship. They are mostly used in banking and telecommunications industries to build high performance and manage applications. It is widely used in banking and telecommunications industries. The example of hierarchical database is IBM Information Management System, IMS, and Windows Registry. In the hierarchical database, the information about the groups of parent or child relationships is present in the records, which are similar to the structure of a tree. It is nothing but it looks like a tree structure. Here the data follows a series of records. The data follows a series of records, set of values attached to it. They are used in industry mainframe platforms. Mainframe platforms, they are widely used. This is about hierarchical databases. Hierarchical databases. The advantages of hierarchical databases. The hierarchical database has the advantage that it is a two-edged and can be retrieved and manipulated or altered rapidly due to the tree-like structure of the record, and also relationships between records are defined in advance. The main advantage of hierarchical database is it is two-edged, parent and child. The data can be retrieved and manipulated like tree-like structure. The disadvantages of hierarchical databases. Disadvantages of hierarchical databases. The hierarchical database has the disadvantage that in this type of database structure, each node can only have one parent, and children cannot have relationships or linkages between them. That means in this type of databases, one-to-many relationship, parent can have only children can have only one relationship. Parent can have many relationships, and that means one to many relationships. In order to add record or data in the database, the whole database needs to be redefined. That means it has tree structure. So, for example, we would like to add a record. We have to modify the total database. This is another disadvantage. Structural independence. Lack of structural independence. This is also one of the disadvantage. Complex implementation. Implementation is very complex. Why? Because it follows parent-child relationships and one-to-many relationship. For example, in case we want to add any data, we can modify the total structure. These are the disadvantages of hierarchical databases. See in the screen, for example, university is the root node, then follows department and infrastructure. These are the child nodes. Level 0 is university, level 1 department and infrastructure. Next level, that means level 1 teacher, student and courses. The next level level 3 theory and labs. Consider the figure on the screen. University is the parent node. That parent has two children, department and infrastructure. That is in level 1. Level 0 is university. For university, department and infrastructure are child nodes. We consider department as parent node. For that parent, we have three children, teacher, student and course. This is the tree structure. This is like a tree structure. This is about hierarchical database. Next one is network databases. The network databases structure was invented by Charles Beckman. Network database structure was invented by Charles Beckman. Network database management system uses network structure to create a relationship between entities. Network database management system uses network structure. That means each and every node has linked each and every one. Network databases are mainly used on a large network of computers. These are mainly used on a large network of computers. In this type of system, all nodes are connected to each other. Network databases are similar to hierarchical databases, differs with one key point, that in network databases, one node can have a relationship with multiple entities. That means each and every node maximum contains all the relationship to others. In network databases, parents are termed as occupier and children are termed as member. Network databases. Data in the network database is organized as many-to-many relationships. In hierarchical databases, one-to-many relationship, we already discussed. In this network databases, many-to-many relationships. It follows or it accepts many-to-many relationships. Example of network database are integrated data store, that is IDS. That is IDS. Another example is IDMS, Integrated Database Management System. Integrated Database Management System. RIMA Database Manager, Turbo Image, and Univac DMS 1100. These are the examples of network databases. Mainly used on large digital computers. This is mainly used on large digital computers. If there are more connections, then this database is efficient. That means many to many relationship, and it has many more nodes and many more connections. They are similar to hierarchical database. They look like cobweb or interconnected network of records. Interconnected network of records. Network database. See the figure network database on the screen. College, student, course, faculty. In the next level, student name, student ID, marks, course name, course ID, faculty name, salary. These are all interconnected. These all are interconnected. This is about network databases. Next one is relational databases. Relational databases are the most popular among all databases. In this type of database, there is a relationship between data and that is stored in the form of the table of rows and columns. In the relational databases, we have to consider the data in the form of tables. We consider the data in the form of tables. Table contains rows and columns. Table contains rows and columns. Row represents record and column represents attribute. Row is nothing but record. Column is nothing but attribute or field. Or field. Every individual field represents the data value. That means column has data value. Column has data value. Every individual field represents the data value. In order to query the relational databases, we want to retrieve data from database by using structured query language. By using structured query language, we can retrieve the data from databases. It includes insertion, deletion, manipulation, and search the records. The database management system, that is RDBMS operations are insertion, deletion, manipulation, and search the records. These are the operations performed in RDBMS. Relational database depicts the relation between two or more tables. But how this relation is made? In RDBMS, we can retrieve the data from two or more tables or relation. Relation is nothing but table. By using key fields, that means primary key, foreign key concepts, we can retrieve the data or we can establish the relationship between the tables. We can establish the relationship between the tables by using key fields, that is primary key and foreign key. Every row has its unique key field, and these key fields are used to connect one table to another one. By using primary key and foreign key constraints, we can establish the relationship between the tables and we can retrieve the data from the different tables. Examples of relational databases are Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL, SQLite, and IBM DB2. And this is also used in industries, or DBMS also used in industries. It is mainly based on SQL, structured query language. It is mainly based on structured query language. They are table oriented. DBMS is table oriented, which means data is stored in different access control tables. Different access control tables. Each key, each has the key. Each table has the key field whose task is to identify the rows. Identify the rows. Each table has the key field. Has the key field whose task is to identify each row. Identify the each row. The tables or the files with the data are called as relations. Tables are also known as relations. Tables are also known as relations. These are designating the row or record. Row is nothing but record. And columns are referred as attributes or fields. Attributes or fields. The properties of relational tables. The properties of relational tables. Its values are atomic. Atomic means single value. It has single values. Every row is individual. Every row is individual. That means every record is individual. Columns are undistinguished. Columns are undistinguished. That means column means field or attribute. This must be separate. This must be unique. Sequence of rows is insignificant. Sequence of rows is insignificant. That means we can enter the data in any order. In any order. That means rows can be in any order. Rows can be in any order. See the example in the screen. See course ID, student name and enrollment number. This is one table. Course ID and course name. This is another table or relation. Course ID and faculty name. Here on the screen we are using three tables. Here we are using three tables. These three tables are interrelated to each other. Interrelated to each other. In the first table we have course ID, student name and enrollment number. Course ID, course name, another table. Course ID, faculty name is another table. In these three tables, course ID is the common field. By using this course ID field, we can retrieve the data from these three tables. From these three tables. This is about relational databases. Next one is object-oriented databases. Object-oriented databases were created in the early 1980s. In the early 1980s. This was created in the early 1980s. These databases deals with the functionality of the object-oriented programming. This deals with the functionality of the object-oriented programming, and it increases the semantics of the C++ and Java. That means C++ and Java are object-oriented programming languages. C++ and Java are object-oriented programming languages. Advanced programming languages, objects are required in object-oriented databases. Object-oriented databases uses objects concepts. It provides full-featured database programming capability while containing native language compatibility such that it alters the database functionality to object programming language. Object programming languages. It provides full-featured database programming capability. It provides the all features of database programming capability. It contains language compatibility in addition to the previous databases. In addition to the previous databases. That means It has the additional features of object programming languages. It has the additional features of object programming languages. Applications in object-oriented databases require less code. It has the additional facility. It has the additional facility. That means it has less code and very efficient. Use more natural data modeling and code bases are easier to maintain. Wherever the code is less, it has to maintain very easily. Very easily. Object developers can write complete database applications with a less amount of effort and in less time. These developers can write complete database applications with less amount of effort. That is, it has built-in functions. It has built-in functions. Programming languages has built-in functions. So the developers can easily develop the applications within the time. That means in less time, with less effort, application developers are developed these applications. Object-oriented databases use small software called objects. It is completely on the terms of objects. The objects themselves are stored in the object-oriented databases. Objects are nothing but it is an instance of a class. It is an instance of a class. The information here is in the form of the object as used in object-oriented programming language. This is in the object-oriented databases. It is the information is in the form of objects. It adds the database functionality to object programming languages. Object programming languages. It requires less code. Why? Because it requires less code. Why? Because it has the predefined functions, use more natural data, and also code bases are easy to maintain. Easy to maintain. Object-oriented programming examples are ObjectDB. ObjectDB software is the example of object-oriented databases. Every object in object-oriented database contains two elements. That means piece of data, instructions or software programs called methods. That means data and methods. Examples of data, it may be sound, video, text or graphics, whatever it may be. This is a piece of data. Whereas instructions or software programs are called methods. These are nothing but functions. Examples, some object-oriented databases were designed to work with OOP languages such as Delphi, Ruby, C++, Java and Python. Some popular object-oriented databases are Tornado, Jamstone, IntelliSystem Sketch, Versant Object Database, ODEABA, ZODB, Poet, Chat and Informix. These are the examples of object-oriented databases. The advantages of object-oriented database are, one of the most important advantages of object-oriented database is its ability to mix and match reusable objects. It has the ability to mix and match reusable objects. It provides the unbelievable multimedia capability. These are the advantages. The disadvantages are it is more expensive to develop. Most organizations don't want to abandon their traditional database approach and convert into this database system. These are the disadvantages of object-oriented databases. See the figure on the screen. This is the example object-oriented databases. Vehicle is nothing but in the relational database we consider relation name, and this it is a object, vehicle, division, company, city, truck. These all are objects. Color, age, these are the properties of the object. We establish the relationship between the objects. We represent that in the figure in dashed lines. Next model is entity relationship model databases. ER model databases. Entity relationships model database was developed by Peter Chan in 1976. In 1976, Peter Chan was developed the ER model databases. Here, the ER model is applied as a database. Each row in the table represents one instance of an object type, and each column in a table represents an attribute type. Here we can represent entity relationship model, entities and attributes. Entities and attributes. In the ER model, we can represent in terms of entities and attributes relationships. Consider the example on the screen. You see the screen. Entity is represented in rectangle. Relationship is represented as rhombus. Attribute can be represented in terms of ellipse. See the figure on the screen. In the first box we have entity, relationship and attribute. See the screen. One-to-one relationship can be represented in single line. One. Many-to-one relationship, many relationship and circle. Many-to-many relationship, many. Many in circle representation is conditional. See the figure. Customer is the entity. In relational databases, we can represent customer as a relation or name of the table. Customer is the entity and the attributes are name, address, email. These are the attributes for customer. That is the properties of the customer. That is also known as properties of the customer entity. Ships item is the relationship between shipping and customer. Here shipping and customer are two entities. Between these two entities, ships item is the relationship. We establish the relationship as ships item. It can be named as ships item. We can establish the relationship between these two, shipping and customer, one-to-many relationship. In shipping, it has many customers. One shipping can contains many customers. In one shipping, many items, many customers. We can ship many customers. In the second example, customer item. Customer is one entity, item is another entity. Orders is the relationship. We can establish the relationship between these two entities by using orders. Relationship name is order. Conditional many-to-many association. We can represent the many association by three angles. Circle represent conditional. This is many-to-many relationship. In item entity, we have two attributes, name and price. These are the two attributes. We can establish the relationship by using relationship name. That is, relationships are one-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-many. These three types of relationships. In the same manner, we can analyze the figure on the screen. These are about databases. These are about total classification of databases. Thank you.